Here we go then, nearly halfway through the season and we've had some big results this past week, haven't we? It's been a mad game week. Arsenal fans are starting to realise that maybe it's not the injuries and the VAR and the referees that you're in the position that you're in. Maybe you'll need to look at the man in charge of your club at the moment. Liverpool dropped 2 points or maybe gained one, what do you think? Chelsea fans, you are in a title race, whether you like it or not. And we also had the Manchester derby, Manchester City, 1 win in 11. What is going? Do you know what? Let's get into it. Weekly roast of the Premier League. Arsenal 0, Everton 0. Arsenal need a striker desperately, but we all knew that anyway. They've needed that for the last couple of the season, haven't they? Now, Arsenal fans, do you see yourself still in the title race or not? You've got Crystal Palace next at Selhurst Park, and for me, I don't think you're going to win this game. I think Crystal Palace is going to beat you. They're in form. Arsenal fans, I don't know. What I will say, Arsenal, is that if you do lose against Crystal Palace, then you are out the title race. I think it's done then. Liverpool 2, Fulham 2. Played with 10 men for 70 to 75 minutes. You came from behind twice. I think it's a decent point for me. But if Robertson didn't get that red card, which is questionable, it was a red card, let's just leave it at that. I'm not an Arsenal fan. Then we could have maybe gone on and won that game. Negatives is our defence is a little bit leaky at the moment, and it's a little bit worrying. But the positive is Jota is back. That killer instinct finisher in the box is what we've been missing. And Jota, man, welcome back, and please don't get injured again. We've got Southampton and the Carabao Cup on Wednesday, and then on Sunday we've got a massive game at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium against Tottenham. 4:30 kickoff on Super Sunday. Must win. We need a statement win. Newcastle 4, Leicester City 0. Newcastle had a problem with scoring, and then bam, they just go and bang Leicester City 4-0. Mad. I actually picked Leicester City to win this game in the bloody predictions, didn't I? What was I thinking? Anyways, Newcastle got an important win because it keeps them in touching distance of European places. Wolves 1, Ipswich Town 2. Wolves are getting relegated. You know, you got fights at the end of the game. Arts Nori and you got Cunha. It looked like he was elbowing and taking the other, who was it? Ipswich Town, some staff member, taking his glasses off, and it's done. Gary O'Neill's left now, and I think Wolverhampton are going to get relegated. And after the game, even Gary O'Neill, he's putting the blame on their players as well, you know, for the defensive mistakes in the corner. Like, it's done. Ipswich Town got a vital win, and they might just do it. They might just survive. Nottingham Forest 2, Aston Villa 1. Another late goal in the Premier League, and it's a langer for Nottingham Forest, and now they're 4th in the Premier League. We're nearly halfway through the season, they're 4th. Nottingham Forest fans must be loving this ride, do you know what I mean? I think that they have a chance of battling for Europa Conference League, I really do. Aston Villa fans must feel sick. Late goals are a pain in the Aston Villa, aren't they? Brighton 1, Crystal Palace 3. Jesus, Brighton got banged, didn't they? I did not expect this. Did any of you lot? Crystal Palace in the derby in Brighton's backyard. It's a derby game. They just went there and just beat them. Second half, Brighton were all over Crystal Palace, but they held on and they got the victory. They got the 3 points, an important 3 points as well. Brighton are looking a little bit wobbly at the moment, aren't they? Just a little bit. Man City 1, Man United 2. Wow, 85th minute, 1-0 up. 94th minute, 2-1 down. And Ahmad, what a player. Literally that one player who was performing at the highest level for Man United. What a player. As for Manchester City, 1 win now in 11. 1 win in 11. We've seen this team win everything. Treble, Champions League, 4 in a row, Premier Leagues. They've just dominated English football, haven't they? They've dominated it, and now they haven't. They need a rebuild. And whilst they're doing their rebuild, this is the proper opportunity now for Liverpool to take advantage. Maybe Chelsea in a little bit as well. Arsenal, I mean, this is the perfect opportunity for Arsenal to take advantage, and they've just thrown it away. Chelsea 2, Brentford 1. We are not in a title race. We are blue billion-pound bottle jobs. We're just a poor Europa Conference League team looking to get top 4. The next 3 points is all we care about. Blah, blah, blah. You lot are in a title race, Chelsea fans. Don't give me none of that. And you're trying to say you're not, just in case, at the end of the season, if you are top and then you don't finish top, you're going to say, oh, I told you we weren't in the title race, so we can't banter you. But you are 2 points behind Liverpool. Oh, Liverpool have a game in hand. 4 in front of Arsenal and 7 in front of Man City. You're in a title race. I remember the days of bantering Chelsea all day, every day. Do you? Last couple of years? It's gone now. Way gone. Southampton 0, Tottenham 5. Oh dear, Southampton. I mean, Russell Martin's gone now. He went yesterday at the time of this recording, and what else would have happened? He was insisting on playing the same way they played in the Championship. You can't do that. In the Premier League, you get found out, and now Southampton are going to get relegated. A lot of people were saying that Russell Martin was doing it, you know, to get a better job in football. Maybe he was. Do you know what I mean? For Tottenham, I mean, you never know what Tottenham you're going to get, do you? Big game on Sunday against Liverpool, as I was saying earlier. I'm a little bit worried about it, it because you never know what Tottenham are going to turn up, do you? They're either going to get battered or they're going to be Barcelona 2009. Bournemouth won, West Ham won. So I actually didn't get to watch this game. I've literally just come off stage after doing a show. But I did see it was 2 late goals. West Ham were 1-0 up, and then Unai with a beautiful free kick. I've seen that goal. Absolutely incredible. And West Ham's problems continue, you know? They couldn't hold off. They could not hold off to get the win and get 3 points. An important 3 points it would have been as well. Bournemouth showing the tenacity to stay in the game, and they were going for the 3 points in the end as well. But in the end, we got a draw. Okay, they're the results. Let's get into the battle of the predictions. I predicted Arsenal to beat Everton, and so did you. They didn't beat Everton. It was a draw, so it stays 0-0. I predicted Liverpool to beat Fulham, and so did you. It wasn't a victory for Liverpool. It was a draw, so still no points. I predicted Leicester City to beat Newcastle. You predicted Newcastle to beat Leicester City. Newcastle did win. That means it's 1-0 to you. I predicted Wolves and Ipswich Town to draw. You predicted Wolves to beat Ipswich Town. It was Ipswich Town who won, so it stays 1-0 to you. I predicted Nottingham Forest and Aston Villa to draw. You predicted the same. Nottingham Forest beat Aston Villa. That means it stays 1-0 to you. I predicted Brighton and Crystal Palace to draw. You predicted Brighton to win. Crystal Palace won, so it stays 1-0 to you. These predictions are awful this week. I predicted Man United to beat Man City. You predicted it to be a draw. Man United did beat Man City, so it's now 1-1. I predicted Chelsea to beat Brentford, and so did you. They did beat Brentford, so it's now 2-2. I predicted Southampton to beat Tottenham. You predicted Tottenham to beat Southampton. Tottenham did beat Southampton, so it's now 3-2 to you. I predicted Bournemouth to beat West Ham, and so did you. It ended in a draw, so the scores stay the same, and that means you lot have won the battle of the predictions this week. So let's take a look at the leaderboard now. It is now 10-6 to you lot. 10-6. God, I'm falling apart again, aren't I? Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining me for the weekly roast. I will be back, as always, with my shorts and my YouTube videos. We've got some big videos planned for 2025. I'm very, very excited about those videos. Guys, I'll see you soon.